Yo, 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 it's Misha Dex, and
Your boy Keymon.
let's get
Keymon. It haven't been on Zoom in a while, so it's
look at
kind of
those
different.
cheeks. They just glistening. You happy to see me?
Nah,
The
it's
fact
cocoa
that you
butter.
rubbed your
That's cocoa butter.
that's sweat.
No, it's cocoa butter. I use
No,
real
that's sweat
cocoa.
because you've been in that damn backyard. You over
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I have been slaving. Oh, been putting in that work.
Can't
Putting in
wait
that
for you to
work.
come over to my house, boy. I got some work.
Yeah,
I
no,
got some work.
that's one thing I'm gonna say. Don't call me when folks are moving or doing yard work.
And the favor is the same.
Huh?
Don't call me.
Nah,
Don't text me.
well, you know,
No, no, no.
I was hoping somebody extended an invite on social media. It's like, oh man, you need help? I ain't had
You go
nothing.
over there begging.
Yeah, yeah, unintentionally, potentially.
Most people want to borrow sugar. Most
Man,
people, you
uh,
want to borrow people body,
I want to
they
borrow
labor.
labor. Ugh.
You want ligaments,
Yeah,
elbows. Well, tell me
yeah.
this: how do it make you feel though? Like the end result of what you got going on?
I think I posted a caption about it being mine. Like, and I was thinking about this as I was going through it, and we always talk about it's not about the end results. It's not about the end results. It's about the progress and actually what you get from it, right? And so, yes, I don't want to see no fucking weeds pop up where I did the work. But
You
the
like
fact
weed? I'm
that
just playing.
the fact that I committed myself to it and knowing that I'm doing all it takes to get it done, um, it's refreshing. And I'm not gonna hold you. The first part of it, I had some trial and error with stuff I didn't need, but then I needed it. But then that just allows me to move through the next projects with okay, this didn't work on the last one, so I know I'm definitely not gonna need this for X, Y, and Z. So
Mhm.
yeah, all in all, it's exciting. I don't know what lessons the kids get from it, seeing me out there doing it. I don't even know if my youngest will ever remember this, but it's getting done.
I- this backyard was about to cause us our friendship. Let's keep it a buck. Let's talk about this damn backyard. Now, look, the overall end result. I'm going to be in that backyard
Which should
barefoot.
I'm be in the backyard? Yeah, that's why it's getting done. That's why it's getting
Matter of
done.
fact, I may even do some graffiti on this wall because on one of the walls or the gate, something.
I actually thought
Nah,
about that. I actually thought about that, making it something that's unique and
well, I got a homeboy that owed me a favor, and he's an artist.
oh really? Hmm.
So and he's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's dope. Matter of fact, you remember Monkey Business? He did the artwork in Monkey Business.
Oh really?
Yeah, he don't owe me a favor. We just take care of each other. So that's something that you could talk about. He loves that. That's a relief for him. I
Uh,
think creating a space that's your own that is unique anyway is always something
mm,
you've been good at. Is like you always have something different looking, like whether it's
yeah.
the way you dress or how you do your home, but it's not expensive as refrigerator. But woo, oh, I'm cool. I'm cool with a cooler.
Yeah, I just like what I like. I love what I love.
Yeah.
And, I knew for sure I wanted my own espresso coffee machine and my refrigerator with the speakers because I love and part of it though is just like I enjoy cooking, right? And so
So
and
why
I
you
enjoy
won't let the rest of us see that? Why you don't let us see you doing that? You know I'm about to get on you. Because look, listen, before you say anything else, this is what makes our friendship dope, right? Because we literally can call each other out, laugh about it, and continue to hold space. right? You love so many different things, but for whatever reason, you be over here gatekeeping. You don't even want to share with us. But then you be like, yeah, I be over here. Nigga, let me see.
Yeah, I know, and sometimes I think for me, I think sometimes even with the cooking, as much as I enjoy it, and I actually have uh another reel on my phone that I haven't even posted, but it's just like sometimes I don't know if it's too much. Um, but also again, going back to when we first started about sharing storytelling, about sharing these moments, that also matters as well. And so I have to do better with just blocking out the noise in my head because you follow me, or you rock with me, you
Right.
rock with me, or skip past it, like type of thing.
So let me tell you something I had a conversation about. I was talking to my homeboy Greg in Jersey, and he was talking about some of his friends that recently bought houses
Hmm.
and how they had to learn how to do all this stuff, right? And then I was like, yeah, because in my home, it's stuff that, I never thought that I would just be like,
Yeah,
oh, let me paint some walls. Let me do
yeah,
some,
yeah.
like building like for real stuff, right? And so what he said was, and he mentioned you, he was like, you never know what inspiration you will get from somebody else who's in the same realm, right? Like new
Mm.
home buyers. But the one thing I'd be mad at you about, yes, I use the MAD word,
It's
is
all good.
that you be doing some dope stuff that I feel like anybody could be like, oh wow. Like, for example, being a black man at golf, right?
Hmm.
Like dope. Being somebody who has gone from cooking in the microwave to get the whole
Yeah.
barbecue pit and really love it. I think I understand there's certain things in life you want to keep to yourself. Like,
Mhm.
but these are things that people can look at and like really find purpose and inspiration from. So my question to you is, are you afraid to be an inspiration to others?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily afraid. I think that's what I strive for. I think just like, I, lately I just have been having a lot of internal conversations, and I think the latest one revolved around me telling myself like you are doing the best that you can right now
Mhm.
with what you got, um, and your best is not the end. It's gonna always get better, but right now, where you stand, where you're at, you're doing the best that you can.
So what sparked that conversation? Because I feel like I'm missing something.
It sparked it when I was out there in the yard, just grinding, just not afraid to get dirty, balancing out, making sure the food is cooked in the house, and being out there in the yard. So really taking time to be intentional with that.
Do you ever
Um,
feel like that you're and again, I'm not, this is no plot twist. Do you feel like there's like the 'cause, okay, what I noticed, right?
uh,
There is like this, you're not balancing like you normally do. Do you think you're balancing, or do you think it's because you're so engulfed in one thing right now that like, because hearing you say you had this conversation about your best is good enough, it's like,
uh,
well, what now? What I miss?
no, it's not necessarily about not balancing. I think I'm doing a hell of a good job actually with that. I think it's probably the really psyching myself out in terms of trying not to go back to that scarcity mindset.
Hmm,
And so I think that's been the drive behind these internal conversations.
got it, got it. And I'm asking that because I was thinking earlier, and I don't know why we didn't think about it. we set some resolutions this year, right?
Mm,
And I think we could have. I mean, now that we're already past the halfway mark,
yeah.
we probably should have checked in with each other. And I'm gonna speak on my part as your friend. I should have checked in and been like, hey, how are you doing with that? Like what
Mm,
with the plans and the goals you have set for yourself.
yeah.
Obviously, I know more insight than our listeners and our viewers. Um, but I think I kind of like derailed from mine only because so many different things have occurred in life.
Mm,
Because I said I wanted my resolution to be about
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
and I haven't had the chance to really like I did some me stuff, right?
Mm,
But then certain things in life happen, and then it pushes me back. So I know I'm not failing
mm,
because a resolution is a personal goal with
yeah.
intention, but
Mm.
always life can happen and change that. I don't know how you feel about what you had as a resolution and where you are this month.
Hmm. I think
Do you remember your resolution?
I don't, but I can tell you that coming into the new year with a new home, with a lot riding, like a lot on the line, pretty much in terms of how do I balance still seeing the girls as much as I need to? How do I fix everything in a home and actually like these are all things that I feared walking in
Mm,
and didn't know how I was going to show up in the moment. And so and as I sit here and you asked about checking in, I think I've done a hell of a job.
wait,
And
why do
with
you look like a politician? I think
no, because at the end of the day, sometimes you still fall short, right? Like you still can, if we're talking about interacting with folks, you still can show up as a villain sometimes.
Mhm.
You can still show up in someone's hero, like you know, going back to our conversation that we had just about why be negative in general, and and you calling me out on certain things, and that's not necessarily calling out, but just bringing it to my attentions. But on my side, knowing what you're going through, it was also I'm gonna give her space to navigate because I know the seventh is approaching.
Right. But I also want you to be mindful because I always bring it back to communicate, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can back out, but what if I need you to step forward, right?
Yeah.
But if we're not talking about it, neither one of us is the villain or the hero.
Mm,
It's a more of showing grace because the first thing I told you is I'm not losing a friendship
yeah.
or beefing over a passion project
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
that where I feel like my forevers. Like as much as you get on my nerve, you forever gonna get on my nerve because you're my forever, right?
Yeah.
You're my forever brother. You're my forever friend. And I think that what makes they always say hard conversations either make or break you. And I think for
Mm,
us, it ain't making, it ain't breaking. It's actually solidifying why we need each other type
mm,
energy in our life because
yeah.
you can't do this with everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And it's like I got so many different things, and again, mine is I internalize them, but when I'm with my forevers, my Trinicias, my Daisies, my
Mm,
you,
mm,
it's like I ain't even thinking about that more than I'm trying to just bask in that brings.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I really do like that. Even the fact that we're having a podcast about why being negative and no one said you couldn't be negative, why try not to
Mm,
be?
mm. and, and but that's the whole gist of it, right? It's the plot twist. It's
Yeah,
not it's not it's not saying that why be negative because we're not going to have these hard conversations. We're not going to have these conversations that make make each other look in the mirror and say, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, I hear you, I got you."
yeah.
that's shit. It's the point of it.
Yeah.
It's the point of it.
Well,
But
I also don't want you to give yourself grace because um there is times that you may see me as a villain, vice versa, but also knowing that the
I ain't
switch
worried
is
about you.
first of all, what? I had custody of your two oldest for 24 hours. They ran
but
me low. They was the
but
villain.
here's the thing. When you called and you guys started with telling me about myself, uh I was laughing. Like
You
internally,
such
I'm
a victim.
I was like, okay, yeah, okay, all right, like, come on, let's move on from this. Like, say what you need to say, and
And
let's
what
get
did I
over it.
say? It ain't no
Because
moving on.
because at the end of the day, again, man, I think it's just comes down to uncommunicated expectations,
Mm.
and but the intentions have always been the intentions.
Stop smiling when you talk about my feelings like this. I'm about to drive to your house.
Like, so I was just like, all right, yeah, all right, cool. Are we meeting
But
today? Or
that
where
was
we
but
going?
that was so dismissive because
No, it wasn't, because it honestly wasn't, because I hear you, but also I'm like, come on,
see what I'm
like,
saying?
come on,
This,
like,
you know what? I'm gonna let you have that. Cause guess what? When you call me and you get I'm gonna say, okay, amen.
nah, it was just I wasn't I like you mentioned, like, oh, emotional side. I was like, I didn't like, I wasn't tripping type of thing.
No, no,
Like, I
no. I
heard
didn't
you,
mention
I
emotion.
heard
I
you,
was saying
yeah,
that I don't want it to cause that. Like for
yeah,
me, the thing about this, I know each one of my friends. I know
mm-hmm.
most likely how y'all gonna react. I know exactly which one's gonna be dismissive. I know which ones ain't changing. And I
Yeah,
ain't saying I'm the perfect one in on either side of it. What I will give myself credit for is I will be the first one to initiate the hard conversations.
yeah,
And
I
that's the
heard
difference. And either you're gonna be like, okay, I
you.
don't want
Like,
to hear what you're talking about, but you gotta respect it. Stop laughing. Why are you laughing? Why?
uh,
Okay, what's funny? Cause
no,
you
no, no. I was gonna say something.
no, go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I was just
No,
saying.
please do.
Yeah, I
The
was gonna
world
say,
want to know.
is that what you was talking about when you spitting game at? Yeah. But see,
You
that's
know
why I
what?
didn't want to say it. That's why I
Because
didn't
you
want to
play
say
too much.
it. Yeah,
You
partially.
play. At the end of the day, I'm happy we laughing. I'm happy we recording. And I appreciate that neither one of us was afraid or shying away from bringing up a real, what I wouldn't call an obstacle, but a
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
challenge that friendships go through.
I mean, there's moving pieces on both ends of our lives right now. Like, obviously, me navigating having a 21-month old and not sleeping, and sometimes that just throws off the whole. But then I got to be mindful of, how 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 often I leave the house in the evening when she's here to help put her down, like, because I want to be around when she's just go to sleep. Like, it's a whole bunch of of
Checks
greatness
and
within,
balances.
yeah, exactly, because I wasn't going to say mess. It's a whole bunch of greatness in it. And so with that, it's just a matter of, like, and I know what you have going on. It's just talking, just,
Yeah, and I think it's a safe space to say, hey, we ain't doing that, right?
yeah,
Whether it's from me or you, like, hey, are we doing that again? Where
yeah,
we're back in the way, thinking we giving each other space
mm,
to get clarity, but we don't need space when
yeah,
that space is creating this type of space.
yeah,
At the same time, again, there's only one thing I could be accountable for, and that's me. And
mm,
I can say whatever I want to say, but if I'm not communicating with you, then
yeah,
I can't be mad that you're not hearing
yeah.
what I'm
What I'm
saying in
saying,
my
yeah,
head, you
yeah,
know? But I hope that there is something to be like. First of all, we made it, but in a week, not even a full week. This week will be damn near 8 months. Well, 7 months since we got this going.
Damn, really?
Yeah, January.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
February will be your first full month. So yeah, seven
Yeah.
months
Oh wow.
of
I
making
guess
it
15
happen.
I guess 15 episodes season one, so that's 15 weeks straight. That's damn near four months there, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, that's crazy.
And
That's
that's why
crazy.
I think that is dope because again, the commitment was to at least get 100 episodes and see what
Yeah,
life is,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm noticing growth on several areas. And then also let's let's be quite honest, right? We come in with different backgrounds of trauma. We come
Hmm.
with different backgrounds of healing, right? Those journeys, like regardless to when we both started, it leads to the present, like everything. So whether you got the healing, whether you're still trapped in trauma, one thing that's common is we're currently in the
Yeah,
present day.
yeah.
And because of that, it depends on how we show up. Like for me, I feel like I'm in this state of I gotta protect me.
Hmm.
And sometimes protection for somebody else looking in looks like I'm being a nuisance or that it may look like something else. But in reality, I'm over here in armor.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. For
And
sure.
what is important to me is not only protecting me, it's just the entities that's attached to it. So like
Hmm.
first of all, we can't have no fallouts because there's kids involved,
Yeah.
and that's not going. But beyond the kid, I think one exercise that I'm learning is that you can have disagreements. Don't mean it has to end relationships.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
come from a family that don't forgive each other.
Yeah.
Eh,
And that's pretty much the same for me. And I feel like I saw one of the sports players. I think it was uh, Eagles wide receiver. But he talked about like don't let moments kill the the relationship. Like you
Ooh,
have
that's on.
moments, but not you know. And so I think
Yeah,
that set with me, and shit. I'm not perfect at it because I definitely get in my ways.
but we can admit we let moments kill relationships, and I don't
Hmm.
want this to be that example because again, I don't come from a family that forgives. Like I have aunts that aren't talking to each other and like
Yeah.
have lost siblings.
Hmm.
Guess what? There was no funeral. Like
Yeah.
there was like I just refuse to continue that cycle.
Yeah.
Even
No,
with
for
my
sure.
own personal relationships with certain family members, I'm still trying to navigate um the difference between you know what, I'm gonna go very deep. I was talking to my therapist and
Uh,
I told my therapist, I said, the difference between me and certain members of my family, their codependency is the only way that there is a relationship that's in existence.
mm,
Which means they don't know if they don't like each other. They don't probably like each other. But one thing is for certain, they have to move accordingly in order for those relationships to work because they're so attached to so many different things.
mm,
They're sharing the same insurance policy. They're
yeah.
sharing
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
where you got me, who's this independent entity that half the time I'm looked at like I think I'm better, but in
Mm,
reality, it's that you see me doing better and you confuse that with I think I'm better.
yeah.
The I statement don't start with me. The I statement started with the parties over to the left, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so anyway, I'm saying that to say you're talking to someone who is always trying to understand the relevance in my friendships
Mm,
and my and friends. And so when I start feeling like we're not operating together in a space that is uncomfortable but safe because you
mm,
can have uncomfortable conversations,
mm,
but it's a one thing not to feel safe
yeah. No, for
because
sure.
now you're tailoring the conversation around stuff and then you're not getting straight to it because you're afraid of either losing them or how they're going to respond. And
Mm,
so for me it was like when I called you, I prayed on three things.
mm,
Lord, watch my delivery. my
mm,
tone and how I voice
mm-hmm.
without it causing you to feel attacked.
Yeah,
Because no matter what, I'm confronting something, but at the end of it, you shouldn't feel confronted more than you feel a resolve has happened.
yeah,
And so again, coming from people that they don't protect their energy properly, but most importantly, they don't know how to forgive. But again, how am I expect somebody to forgive me if they don't
yeah,
even know how to forgive themselves?
yeah, yeah. No, that's
I'm
true.
asking for too much.
Yeah, yeah. I can. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
ah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So, but
now
no,
that
it's
we
all
friends
good.
again, now we friends again. You gonna cook me some dinner? Can I come over for dinner?
No, no. I need to cook for Liskus for you.
Let's talk about that. I know that's what this yard is about. You over
No, not really. I mean, I think what hit me with the yard was I think Memorial Day weekend we had folks over and it was a good amount and just the way it was set up, I was just like I just needed more space and wanted to create more space like right so like our sitting area where most of the adults were sitting was right outside when you walk out
Mm.
the door, but then you had the kids playing behind us on the grass. So I was like, don't seem right. And then with that being said, my little one, she loves going outside.
Mhm.
And then when
No.
the girls came over the last time when they were here with me to start a summer break, like they're working out in the yard, so I'm just like, okay, I have to create this space where it's just super inviting. No bugs, like just my
I think I got the solution. You just need a mural of me like this. Look, ain't that look,
no,
look. Ain't
no,
that welcoming?
no, no, no. I don't know what on that wall, but I know I want it to be very enlightening and peaceful and something.
Why don't you write that? Keymon's intention. That would be our intentions because it's a family home, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if that would be like the mural, like just our intentions and just powerful words of relaxation?
It's almost like when you walk into someone's kitchen, they see like
Yeah,
kitchen's where the heart is, or food.
yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah, I hear you. I hear
I
you.
think that'll be cool because it's one thing to know that's what you're doing it for. Again, communication can show up in art, right? Or in the form of how you treat somebody. You don't
Mm,
have to always verbalize something through your mouth for people to know what you mean.
yeah,
But I also feel like that view, that vision, and then with everybody handprint, like look how little baby
yeah,
is down,
yeah,
get her handprint on it,
yeah. That's true too.
and then over the years let her keep putting her handprint on it. But
Yeah,
she's gonna be a tall, big girl.
yeah. She, man, that girl. Oh, that
She
girl.
gonna have a height on her.
Oh, she is something else. But no, it's all good. Yeah, we definitely have to come through. But no, it wasn't for the party. But since shit, I ran out of money getting this done, we having a party here. Running out no
So
space and
what are you looking forward to the most about this party outside of it being over?
just just getting our folks in the room, getting our closest folks in the room to celebrate her. I think is going to be big. I feel like this is almost going to be as big as our baby shower,
Okay.
um, because we have about I think 70 something that RSVP.
Mm.
That's huge. That's huge. You
Where are these
know,
people parking? Because I know where I'm parking. I'm parking.
driveway.
Yep. Matter of fact,
Now,
I was
well,
thinking about putting my name on it.
it's not a bad parking situation here, which works out pretty well. And then I think a lot of people are staying over so we can do the wineries after the next day and kind of make it a weekend or whatnot. So either they're staying here or they get some of them got I know a couple got I think hotels around
Mm-hmm.
to make it like a full on weekend out here.
Who's
So
gonna watch the baby?
if anything, we'll take her to the winery, but a family friend is watching her for the party.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't tell me nothing about the second day. See, this is where we have a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
See what I'm talking
Well,
about?
it's kind of like, well, it's almost like because it's contingent on who's like how many people stay. Are they gonna wake up and want to rush back? But I was like, hey, if you guys want to stay, then we can just do the wineries afterwards. Because most people want to make it to the wineries, but then while you're already out here, it's like, well, shit, we might as well just go. So just figuring out that piece. But yes, that's the idea that we definitely have.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm definitely trying to figure out the best way to be a part of it because, like I said, I have
Yeah.
an event earlier in the day. But to kind of go before we end off this episode, um, I want to do something that we haven't did in a minute, right? But I feel like we try to incorporate that in our conversations. Is I want to highlight the importance of my friendship with you, right? And it's because it's not often that you have friendships that's over 2 decades that get better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have friendships that I've known people for a long time, but the bond ain't there no more,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And I feel like this project has allowed us to continue to show up in different ways. Like, so I appreciate the check-ins, even though they be half ways. Yeah. You okay? All right. But what would I do without them, right?
Yeah.
And then, again, I always highlight the fact that you allow me to be an aunt. That's a big deal for me with the babies. But most importantly, thank you for allowing me in, like in all aspects, like all the things that are going on with you. Because, again, for someone who struggles with where I stand with folks,
Mm-hmm.
that's clear, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm able to have those hard conversations and not just walk away.
Yeah,
So I
for
just
sure.
wanted to highlight my appreciation for being able to do that, even though you laugh at
Uh, Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it.
me. Anyway,
Can I give you yours next week?
I don't even want one because it ain't even real. This is
No, it's
you.
always gonna
You
be
just
real.
trying to get back there. You
No,
just trying to get in the backyard. You.
no, it's always gonna be real.
No, I wasn't saying it to be
I know.
kissing back.
I just joking.
I just feel like maybe there's times that I'm missing the mark and you need to be poured into
Hmm.
because you're depleted and you're not saying you're depleted.
Yeah,
And so one thing I'm gonna always do is I'm gonna always make sure that, like you said, sometimes you're the villain, sometimes you're the hero. You don't know what direction the cape flying in.
yeah, yeah,
But whatever it is, at the end of the day, regardless to how I feel, it's not that you don't deserve to be highlighted. And I know you're doing a lot of checks and balances in your life. That's real. I
yeah.
acknowledge that 1,000%. And you said something earlier when you said I was confronting you. You made a comment about I do show up. Okay. And you do. There was times I'd be like, "Hey, I guess we just not gonna have an
Yeah,
episode this week," and you like, "No, we're gonna just do this. Just
yeah,
come on."
yeah,
So I want you to know I do see that. That's not the case. It's not that you don't show in that way, but we're gonna make some magic happen. Stop smiling at me.
Well, with that being said,
That's not even your part.
oh, shit, go ahead.
You so quick to get in this backyard. You better send this. Matter of
No,
fact, you
no,
post in this
no.
backyard.
Part of it, because yeah, no, that ring camera went off.
Oh no, you good.
Baby girl about to kick in that
Come.
door.
Woo. Now I'm rooting. With that being said, not just playing. No, but real talk. With that being said, why
Why
be
be negative?
negative?
Why are you so slow with it?
You
Jesus
being slow
Christ.
because it's on Zoom.
Bye.
I'm
Goodbye.
done.
God.